You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire and woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy. Here comes the trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. I'm not sure I do.
Moon's gonna be jealous.
Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. Just wait till you see what the coffee looks like on stream.
Oh, dang.
I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanour. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now's the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait! Don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone else casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 of 5, 10 of 10, 2 thumbs up review to. Not an eternal prison of pain. And please, make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognise the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment! Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. I feel a stirring inside my animal heart, something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling right before I go in for the kill, but softer, warmer. Sounds like it could be love, or maybe just indigestion from all that raw beef she had last night. Ah yes, Huntress, that makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cosy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit? A pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on this island with nothing but the clothes on your back. So you've got nothing to gather. Are you ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. You look up at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence when suddenly... Before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the trapper interjects. I demand that you reconsider. Why settle for a bunny with a hatchet when you can have everything you ever wanted? Why are these people so horny for me? I'm not complaining, I'm just confused.
This is great.
Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, make blood aid. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it, because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So, who will it be? Oh, only 2 options today. Interesting.
Ooh.
Oh ho ho. I mean, duh. I gotta go with Huntress. Whee!
Oh.
Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have 2 modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when that explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. You're not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in... Crabs! Oh no, it's an attack! A horde of killer crabs invade the crevices in the poorly constructed... You know, the entity does have an association with crustaceans. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It does, yeah. In 2v8, the cages are made of lobster claws.
Oh.
They race at you, and Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? What the fuck is a shashka?
Grab it.
A North Caucasian saber. It's a Russian sword.
Heck yeah. Grab it.
You quickly reach out and grab a shashka off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, you know that a shashka is a Russian sword, not an umbrella or a can of cola or something else like that. Back to back with Huntress, you hack away at the attacking crustaceans. You manage to slay the majority of the killer crabs. The ones you miss go scurrying away back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to look at you with a gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. There's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy to not be the source of what she's wiping off. What you were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing could do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can stop pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Rafe. And he was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. I mean, I'll tell a story, but apparently I don't remember anything of my past life, so I don't know what... Do I just make something up? Sure.
Yeah.
I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay. So what type of story do you want to tell? Well, surely it's got to be a romance, right?
Oh, of course.
What kind of game is this? I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth. I'm not retelling Romeo and fucking Juliet. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Not quite.
Wolverine?
It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting, she'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months!
Wow.
They met in college, and were married within 2 months!
The interesting choice.
Alright. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learnt a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across the campfire. I love how as soon as I say that, Trapper starts flexing. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for the trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrative keeps it real. You can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? I kind of want to hear the Trapper's story. Adder's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening is pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. Huntress? You know, I had the feeling you'd pick me. You've got good taste. And I don't just say that because I'm considering eating you. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You've never felt like a literal piece of meat this much in your life before. What have you gotten yourself into? Let's go over to the bar. I'm going to make you something special. Make you into something special.
Oh.
You and Huntress whisk yourselves away to the bar, and when you arrive, you find an arrangement of arts and crafts supplies. and taxidermy tools. Cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. You wonder what's going through Huntress' head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. Huntress hands you a seemingly normal tropical cocktail. If one were to drug you into some sort of state in which you could be operated on, these flavours would certainly hide the poison. You look around and consider what else there is to live for besides becoming Huntress's toy. The conclusion is, bombs away. You pound the drink. It's quite nice. I've been thinking about making you a present. A mask. Would you be into that? Yes, of course. I've always admired yours. What would you like? A cow. That wasn't an option.
Aww.
I'd like an anglerfish mask. That is such a cool... I hated reading that because it was so cringe. Yeah, I'm full of cool ideas. I don't even know where they come from. Probably like the clouds or something. Well, I know what I'm going to be working on tonight. All alone in my skimpy pyjamas. Huntress winks at you. Okay. Hit her with the okay.
No.
Should we just, like, get out of here? These drinks are making me pretty sleepy. Maybe we could go directly into your bed. No! That's not how tonight goes. I mean, it's not how it's supposed to go. Not yet, at least. You kooky kids. Soon. Huntress, you've got lots of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors? Maybe just a thought. Making more masks? Or wait, making matching gloves? No, you little joker. I'm thinking of a different type of making. Making our victims die fast, medium, or slow deaths, depending on the mood we're in. It's another round of Be Careful What You Wish For on Murderer's Island. Dwight, I need your help, doing something in a different place entirely? You've read my mind. Me either. I'm talking about mycology. You know, mushrooms. I've picked a lot of them, and I'm very familiar with which ones make for a great soup base and which ones make you super dead. I'll show you 2 mushrooms. You point at the one that's safe to eat. Okay, that sounds easy enough. Is this like some Indiana Jones shit, right? Where, like, the one that looks deadly is the safe one.
I don't know.
Correct! It's called a black trumpet, and boop boo doo, it's delish. Next up, this one is very easy. I'm sure you'll nail it. Point to the one that won't result in almost instant death if you eat it. Fuck. That looks like a normal fucking mushroom. And that looks like a tulip. Ruh-roh, you would have just eaten a ruh-roh raggy. A deadly dappling, which is a name that is both adorable and, well, deadly. Adorable and deadly. You know anyone like that? Final question, which will make you jump for joy, and which will make you vomit until you die. Oh, I love the green one! Even if I don't eat it, it makes me jump for joy. Correct! That's a green cracking russula. Sure, it might look mouldy, but I guess you shouldn't judge a mushroom by its gross green cap. Not everything is exactly as it appears on first glance. That was fun, right? I like flexing a little more than just my biceps for you. Alright, let's see here. Tabulating your answers and... Not great. Not all wrong, but it only takes one poisonous mushroom to put you down for good. Guess you'll just need to keep me around so you don't shove anything deadly in your mouth. Huntress claps her hands giddily. I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are all very alluring in their own way. It means a lot that you'd spend some time with a forest bumpkin such as myself. You're no bumpkin. You're a strong, independent woman. Don't demean yourself. I'll demean myself if I want to. She's angry, but also That's pretty hot. We're here. Claudette and Dwight are gathering everyone together on the beach. Typical. Exactly what the voice said. I'm telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're the only one who can hear me. You've been proved wrong. Wraith and Dwight have both shown capability of hearing you. Who's to say that everyone else can't? The gang's all together. That should have an apostrophe in it, shouldn't it? On the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oi. Feels like we've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late, the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. I've only got to know one of those people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Ellie chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? I don't think it matters what date they pitch. How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with, and then you can go back to reading your book. It's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it going to be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it going to be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats. And I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek, if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating?
Get rid of Wraith.
You've come to hate him, haven't you?
I hate him in this game.
You hate your husband.
No, I hate No, I hate this
You
version
hate
of
your
my
husband.
I love my real husband, which is not whatever this is.
He's an ugly crier. Look, I'm here and I'm horny and I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from you, racy poo. What a line! Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of who you are and what you're about deep down as a person and how I don't like it. Like, give me something, you know, a kiss, a wink, hold my hand. Finish telling me about all this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with. Or better yet, don't. Wraith rises, taller than you've ever seen him, and calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You're just like the rest of them. There is no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape. Or burn everything and everyone to the ground! He leaves. Wraith, you don't get it, darling. I am different. Because
Wraith's
I am the omniscient being who can turn this game back at will and relive every moment, making alternate decisions. You'll have your time, bud.
Yes. But that last line, whew, I think he's finally turning back into my husband.
Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Let's check in with everyone, especially our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help it if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. The thick with 2 C's. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. You can never be sure what's going on in the newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. It's so fun hunting for love, and not for food or vengeance for a change. I know I said some things when Ellie kicked me to the curb, and I just want to say I'm embarrassed for how I acted. Not what I said, though. I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn. No, not you too. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in the game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and want to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How's that pop? You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased for yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Wraith get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I've even felt a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweet sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity! The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls. It's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please, erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please, get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Oh well, what you gonna do? Let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyways, seems like someone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's going to be a doozy.